And then another part is in my last ceremony, I went through, I think the half night, I went through like my own death. So it was very, very hard. It was probably the hardest thing I've done so far. And then the beautiful thing was that I went through death, but I also went through like rebirth, and I had to learn how to breathe again, like over hours. And it was such a tough and strong process. I just remember I sat there and I just started crying because everything just felt so beautiful. And like going through that experience, I was giving like a whole new body. Like I felt in that moment, I felt enlightened. Like I had so much love to give. Like I was so pure. I could see so much beauty in nature and the people and everything. But also, and I think that's the part that I've been carrying over the last year, I felt so strong and so deeply connected to myself, to like my true being. And I was able to keep it up at home. And even people, like I haven't spoken with a lot of people about my experience because I want to keep it like in my heart, and I just want to talk to people who are also connected with the medicine. So otherwise it's like, you're explaining something they don't understand. But people were telling me like, Lorena, like you were amazing before, but now, like what happened to you? It's like something changed, and you just got so much stronger, and you're like so independent. You're like, you're there like 100%. And I wasn't even looking for it, but I knew that since I got the calling, it was the right time for me to follow it again. What I enjoyed the most is really like, the people I was with and the whole experience around it. Everything felt just super beautiful at the place, and I felt very safe, very looked after, but I felt also like very loved from each and everyone there. And I think, especially for my first time drinking ayahuasca, drinking the medicine, it was just perfect. You kind of try to capture it and just put it into your heart. Like this is, it was like 100%. I wanted the same again. So when I first drank the medicine, I think one of the like main topics I came with at Ambi was figuring out my relationship. I was like, I'm not sure. I don't know. I've changed so much. I was like on a, let's say, personal, like spiritual path already for a couple of years, and it just felt for me that I've just grown out of the relationship, and he didn't follow me. He's still there, and it's like, what am I going to do with it? Is it too demanding to also ask for the last 20%, or can I live without the last 20% if the 80% are actually quite right? Can I find the 20% somewhere else? So like, or is it too selfish to leave the relationship because those 20% that are missing are the most important for you right now? That's the ones that where you feel seen and understood and everything that I was looking for at that time. So relationship was a big one for me, and I have to say that through the medicine, I didn't get a reply last time, but I got a reply from the community because, and I think this is also such a wonderful thing. I was just looking at each and every one in the community, and the way everybody interacts with each other, the way everybody sees each other, understands each other, is there for each other. I just looked around and I felt like so overwhelmed with love that each and every one had for each other. And I understood after the ceremony, after the retreat, that I didn't get my reply through the ceremony this time, through the medicine this time, but through the community, because I knew very deep in my heart that this is the kind of love that I'm looking for. This is exactly, it just touched me on so many levels. But what I got out of the ceremony is a lot of self-doubt that I had in my previous life. I think I approached the ceremony not feeling like 100% stable in my life, in myself as well. Maybe at times insecure. And I think that's probably a big topic for women overall. Like, I think everybody, also men, have insecurities. Maybe it's superficial. It's about the way you look or the way you feel about your body, or like all this bullshit that you keep telling yourself. And for me, it was such a profound experience because I think in the first ceremony, the medicine just started to talk to me through my hands, and it was just guiding me, and telling me how beautiful I am and that I have everything inside myself, and I need to see myself the way everybody else sees me. And it was just giving me like so much clearance around myself, and also like digging very deep in a way of, Lorena, you keep telling yourself you're not good enough. Lorena, you keep telling yourself, or you see yourself as not as beautiful as other people see you. Why is that? Like, look at you. Like, really look at you. Feel yourself. You're perfect the way you are. So that's what she told me. And I think, like, to get this understanding from like a higher source, it's just incredible, and it really helps you to grow. That's the learning that I got, because you're like with the community, with the people every single day. You get so many chances to talk, to discuss, to speak about your experience. Also talk to Tata Henry, talk to Hero. Like, everyone is there to help you and guide you. And my biggest learning was to really surrender and step back and just have that very natural or neutral understanding of myself, but also looking at everything that I experience as not good or bad, but to just sit there and look at it, and in a way of not judging it, like surrendering to it. And I think to learn to work with the medicine, like for myself, I wouldn't have been able to do it like just with 1 or 2 ceremonies, because it was a process from the first day to the last day. I kind of knew I was strong, but I knew how strong I really am. And throughout like this processes, also like staying through the hard and the very intense moments, this is what I gained from myself, that if I can do this, what else in the world is there that I can't do or accomplish, kind of. Yeah. What I think is that trust is so important. And I mean, if they have the calling already, and if they think about it already, why wait? Why wait? Just trust that it's the right time, and that they will get out of it what they have to get out of it. What I feel talking to people is that, I don't know if you've experienced that too, but some people were telling me, oh yeah, I'm super interested, but I'm scared that I have to quit my job afterwards. Like, I'm scared I have to make these changes afterwards. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, what kind of, like comment is that even? It's like, they're like, I know I have to change something, but let me stay in my comfort so I don't have to do like all these changes that the medicine might show me. And I think after I've been working with the medicine now, it's just like trust is such a big part also like in the ceremony. So whatever you have to see, whatever you have to go through, just stay in your trust, knowing that this is exactly the information or the point where you're at or where you have to be. And I think if you delay it, it will catch you sooner or later anyway. So I would just go for it. I remember going to Ambi, and like all the others, they're like, have you ever like done any kind of other drugs like LSD or something? I was like, no, never. And like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? Like, you're going strong. Like, yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just feel it's okay, and I trust the process. Yeah.